Well, hello everybody. This is Dale, and I thank you for joining with us. We're looking at 2 Kings today, the 9th chapter, the 29th verse. So be certain that you read the scripture right here. Take a moment to see what's going on. We're actually bringing part of a story to a conclusion that we covered several weeks ago. Okay, what we see here is that Jehu is doing what the Lord had commanded him to do. Joram, the king of Israel, was now dead at the behest of the Lord. Now Jehu is entering into Jezreel. And Jezebel hears about it. Remember Jezebel and Ahab? This is Jezebel. And she heard what had happened. And so now she paints her eyes and she adorns her head and she looks out the window. And she would have been getting rather aged, I suspect, by this time. But here she is fixing herself up and sitting in the windowsill. And what is she doing? Is she a seductress? Well, of course, we know she is that. Is she attempting to save herself? Or is she saying something like, to Jehu when he comes into town, and you and I could do great things together? The queen mother with the young leader, this kind of thing. Well, Jehu comes in, and here's what she says. Is it well, Zimri, with your master's murderer? Well, what is that all about? Well, if you remember what we've covered in previous times together, Zimri was the commander. Okay, he was commander of half of Elu, king of Israel's chariots, and he arose and he killed the king of Israel, Elu, and he destroyed the house of Bashan. And God used him to do this. Because God had told him, "I'm going to destroy the house of Bashan," somebody that destroyed the house of Jeroboam. Well, Zimri reigned 7 days, and the people found out about it. And then the people came and made Omri, the commander of the army, king over Israel. And so I believe what Jezebel was saying to him was, well, are you doing the same thing that your predecessor had done, someone who had risen up? He only lasted 7 days. If you don't join with me, you're not going to last much more than he is. You're going to turn out the same way that he did. Well, Jehu looks up in the window at Jezebel, and he notices a couple of people there, and he says, who is on my side? Who? There were 2 or 3 of Jezebel's eunuchs there with her. And Jehu commands them, throw her down. And they did. And sometimes people say, well, why 2 or 3? Well, you got some plausible deniability there, okay? Well, when they threw her out, her blood sprinkled on the side of the wall. That tells you she hit the wall, hit the side of the building, the wall going down, and it splattered on the horses. And then Jehu trod her under the foot of the horse. Jehu went in, ate, and drank, and then he started thinking, go out and bury this cursed woman. After all, she is a king's daughter. When they went out, all they found of her was her skull, her feet, and the palms of her hand. And Jehu declared, you know what? This is the fulfillment of the word of the Lord that was spoken through Elijah. He said that the dogs would eat the flesh of Jezebel there at Jezreel. And he says, here's what's going to happen. The carcass of Jezebel shall be as dung upon the face of the earth. Literally, dog poop. Why is this? So that no one can say, oh, this is Jezebel. In other words, there would not be this place where they could go find her gravesite. Nobody could dig up her bones, and there's no telling what could occur in the midst of all that. So, here's what I want us to see for today. That the Lord will fulfill His word. The Lord will judge evil. So because of that, let us be faithful in all we do. Again, I'm Dale, and I thank you for being with me. And I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.